So, hey internet, my name's Laura and today I'm going to be talking about secondary school. Now there's something you need to know about my secondary school. It was a public school masquerading around as a private school. They made us wear this uniform that made us all schmancy fancy, and they had very strict limits on what we could do with that uniform. It's like, it had to be at a certain length, you couldn't do anything to it. Basically, you had no freedom of expression. Now for me, high school wasn't a very good experience. It wasn't all daisies and a walk in the park. Though schoolwork wasn't exactly a particularly hard part of school life for me. The social aspects were quite BS. It was all BS. I will say one thing about my experience at that school. It was terrible. I was consistently the outsider. I mean, a lot of people, if you go back and ask them, do you like me? They will say yes. But if you ask them if they were my friend, they would say no. And it didn't really make much sense to me. It's like, if you like me, why aren't you willing to be my friend? I can't read minds, though I would like to be bitten by that radioactive spider. With the ability to turn it off. There has been a way that I have been describing those 6 years of secondary school. It was a 6-year-long abusive relationship where at the end I was forced to leave and I was so happy. There is one teacher who I am very happy about having. That was my year 12 English teacher. Let's call him Mr. G. Now Mr. G was young. He was in his mid-20s. I really admired him. He was so supportive about me. When I told him that I wanted to write, he took it upon himself to tell me that yes, oh my god, great idea. When I pitched him an idea for a story that I was writing at the time that I've since given up, he thought that that's a really good idea. I was like, just on a side note, I haven't abandoned the story entirely. I will probably end up going back to it. The reason I didn't like my school so much is because all my teachers built me up as this perfect student. You're gonna get high 80s in your ATAR, you're gonna be in the top 20% of the country, and my ATAR, and I'm not ashamed of it now because I know I did my best and I couldn't have done any better, but my ATAR was 59.95. I was a solid B to B plus student and I was in the bottom 60%. But if I hadn't been in that bottom 60, I would have gotten into the course I wanted to go into, and I wouldn't have gone to the university that I do, and I wouldn't have met the friends that are so awesomely awesome that I wouldn't be doing this. I would be an entirely different person. I would be halfway to being a teacher by now. High school actually made me feel like I was being squished into this tiny little box telling me that there's only one path you can follow. One path. It's like, you've got to get this ATAR to get into that course, and that's what you're going to do for the rest of your life. I mean, in today's world, you can be so much and you can do so much. So why shouldn't you? I don't see why I can't be a YouTuber, I can't be an author, and I can't teach little kids all at the same time. So if you're entering your last year of mandated education, let me know how you feel about it down in the comments. It may have been 2 years since I was in high school, but I still remember everything. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, favorite, and share this video with all your friends. Share me! So if you really like this video today, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join me and the 34 of us, there are 34 of you now, on the island of Misfit Toys. And until next time, guys, bye. Well, I'm sorry, I don't want you to keep me to yourselves. I want you to share me. God, I feel like a prostitute. Wow! Yay!